Hi, good evening, guys. I hope you're happy with your CAT 2018 results. I'll wait for about 20-30 seconds before I can figure out whether everything is right here or not. All right, seems to be pretty decent. So let's start off. Wish you guys a very happy new year. I hope you are happy with your CAT 2018 results, and I think you are in nervous anticipation for what is in store for you in terms of calls and the second stage of preparation as such. Before I start off with this session, I would quickly like to tell you we have our GDPI course for people who are expecting calls out of CAT 2018 and XAT 2019. The link is there in the description to this video. We also have the 2019 courses starting off. So links are again available in those videos. So if any of your friends are preparing for CAT 2018, please do share it with them. We also have a list of our WhatsApp group lists. Please do put it over there. Now, all said and done, there are a couple of things which I would like to speak. I mean, I would not take a lot of your time. I'll take about 10 to 15 minutes because you have ZAT coming up tomorrow as well. The first thing which I would like to say is that don't go by the immediate reaction to how your CAT result was there. Your CAT result is a result of a preparation of over 6 months more for most people. For some people who prepared for 3 months, 3 months. For people who have been thinking about it for 7, 8 months, it's a preparation. It's a cumulative result of about 7 to 8 months of preparation. If you like your uh, if you like your CAT results, the results are entirely because of you. If you were to go with any coaching institutes, it is entirely because of the coaching institutes because of which you actually got those results. The truth is somewhere in between. We all know that, but please be calm. You don't have to either yell at somebody or make somebody into a god whenever you're praising or writing testimonials, or whether you're leaving a review. In both, it works both ways. That's how it is. But please maintain a calm when you're actually doing this result. A lot of it actually depends on how you did over the last 6 months to a year's time. That said, a lot of you have actually been asking us about which colleges to apply, what is your on this scorecard, what is it, what should I do, etc. Now, I would look at it in three ways. Okay, first thing is you also need to tell us what your current aspirations are. For a person who actually has a job of about 10 to 12 lakhs per annum, I have been working for about 2 years time, versus a person who's straight out of college. If even if both of them score the same percentiles, they have the same academic backgrounds and uh, academic backgrounds and graduation scores, the aspirations are completely different. Okay, so you have to tell us before we can advise you for a college. I mean, I today went and gave advice to a person, and he actually told me at the very end that this is my last attempt to CAT. I had actually advised him, if possible, to be selective with the colleges. So these type of things are completely unavoidable. So that's why what we have done is, instead of you sending us a lot of queries on WhatsApp, sending us your scorecards. My phone got blocked. That's one of the reasons why we did it at the very last moment. We have given our email ID. Please send us your academic scores, which is your 10th, 12th, and graduation scores. If possible, also tell us what is your state in what is your rank in a university or in a board scenario. For example, 80% in a West Bengal board is completely different from getting 80% in a Delhi board or a CBSE board. So you'll have to tell us that as well. Number two, which you need to tell us, is about your work experience, if you have it, if you have any, because you would need to. We will actually need to tell you colleges to apply for based on your work experience. Also, you also need to tell us your aspirations. If possible, you can tell us your current package or the type of role which you're there, because See, I mean, not every college is the same for everyone else, as I said. So we need to have these uh, we need to have this information in order to give you the results. We have already got about 80 to 90 queries as such from the morning. So we would be doing it one by one and a first come first serve basis. So please be a little patient. The colleges where the deadlines have passed will not reopen. For colleges where the deadlines will reopen, for example, IMT Ghaziabad is one such college which reopens its deadlines after the CAT results are out. So there will be those colleges, and there'll be enough time for you to apply. IITs, etc. Again, there will be time for apply. We will be doing a very comprehensive session on B school selection on Monday evening, because we will get queries from all those people. We'll look at the basic queries as such and then go about doing it. Okay. So don't worry about which colleges to apply, whether I'll get a call or not, etc. There is a decent amount of time. There is about a week's time in which everything will be fine. I know it's very anxious for all of us, but please, I mean, you've waited for this long. Wait for about a week's time. You will get everything over there. If you belong to a particular reservation category, etc., please rest assured we will not discriminate against that, and we need to know the reservation category. We cannot change that, and we have done this session earlier as well. Please do tell us your reservation category. It will help us give you a very realistic idea of what the colleges which you can run. Our internal target is we'll try to do it within 48 to 72 hours. It takes a little bit of time to go through each profile and do it. But please remember, we will be giving you a list of about 5 to 10 colleges which you can target, which have a realistic case where you can actually apply for. Uh, Also, do tell us if this is your last attempt at CAT, because a lot of people are saying that this is not going to be, I'm not going to attempt CAT anymore. So if you want to discuss on that, we will do that as well. Once you have all this, then we can switch over to WhatsApp or Yahoo or your Facebook Messenger, etc., to give you further advice. But please, it's our humble request. It's very difficult to give you genuine advice over WhatsApp without actually evaluating it slowly. I mean, we get a lot of parts over there. The second part which I would like to speak about is, if you have done well in CAT or whether you're not done as expected in CAT. If you get a call, as we have said earlier, your GDs and interviews are now going to be the determining factor on how to go about proceeding from here. So start preparing for GD and interviews. As we said earlier, we have our own GD course. You can enroll for that. The link is in the description below. But there are a lot of people who actually get calls and they get rejects. And remember, if you are very selective about which calls to get, you may not get a second chance again, because as you can see from last year to this year, the pattern of CAT and the difficulty level of different sections in CAT altered drastically. So right now, your stage should not be to, should I give CAT again? Even if you did poorly, don't think about that. I would suggest, humble request, whatever score that you have, first try to think deeply about whether you can get into a college of your choice and do it. While Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, the top IIMs, etc., they will come up with this with their interview lists, and I think they have started coming up also. Some of them, is, please realize that there are colleges beyond them also where the deadlines are still available. A lot of you have missed some of the deadlines, but there are still a lot of colleges where the deadlines are available. Not everyone scores a 94, 95 percentile. There are some people who have scored 90 percentile also. There are people who have scored 80, 85 percentile also. And they, within about 5 to 7 years time, they can, not even 5 to 7 years time, I mean, I'm talking about 2 to 3 years after graduation, which is from now, 5 years time, you can roughly equal most of the other B schools as well. Because if you do your job well and you get a proper first career, you can actually equal quite a few people who have gotten into a big school but did not perform well and their jobs are not going there. So you're looking at a life which is about 30, 40 years of your career. I mean, 30, 40 years of your working life. You cannot just leave it on one particular result and say this is good or this is bad or this is done or this is not done. If you have done well, enjoy. If you have done poorly, don't be too worried about it. Last thing which I would like to speak about is on XAT. We have done we have done a couple of sessions on XAT also, and we had spoken to Shashank as well. And I was just speaking to Shashank just a few minutes, a few hours before this particular conversation, this particular event. A lot of people who have done well in CAT will actually now relax quite a bit in XAT. So for people who have not done well in XAT, this is a good chance for you to actually do properly. I mean, you cannot read anything more, but at least be focused. You would see a lot of absentees in XAT. I'm hoping, not hoping, assuming you'll see a lot of absentees in XAT, because the last time when there was a precedent like this where the CAT results came before the XAT was there, XAT, the people who ended up taking the XAT exam actually dropped by about 10 to 12%. So you will see a lot of empty desks around, as we saw in IIFT also, because all the results were out, the CAT results. People who do well in CAT usually don't end up going there. People who did well in CAT may not end up going to XAT as well. If you are among those people who have done well in CAT, get out of that particular mode. Okay, you need to focus back. You can enjoy a little bit today, but you need to get your focus back on tomorrow. The good part about XAT tomorrow for people who have done well is that you can do it without any pressure. Okay, for people who have not done well in CAT, please don't pile extra pressure on yourself. CAT was just an exam. Tomorrow is another day. A lot of people are confused about the negative scoring pattern of XAT. I would quickly say that it doesn't matter. What is negative for you is negative for everyone else as well. So you should not be attempting more questions just because the negative score for not attempting question has increased slightly. Yes, it'll make a change for some people, but overall, largely speaking, that might be less than 1% of the population. In fact, I don't predict a lot of changes as such with respect to attempting questions. I mean, attempt the question, assume that everything is zero, and then attempt as much. Don't blindly attempt questions just because there's a negative mark for not attempting questions. Assume that everyone start with that minus score, and you proceed from there onwards. Remember, tomorrow is a 3-hour exam, and the biggest challenge of XAT is that there are only about 75 to 80 odd questions, and you have about close to 3 hours. It can become extremely tiring because you don't have, unlike CAT, you don't have those sectional breaks, or you're not focusing on one particular area. Please make sure that you devote equal time to all three sections. GK is not evaluated. Okay. So don't fret too much about GK, and GK anyways is pretty straightforward in XAT. Essay, again, don't fret too much about the essay. Write your best possible essay that you can. Okay, any deadlines which are to be there for colleges which are available till today, please make sure that you look at that and fill it up if required. One thing which I would like to suggest for everyone, whoever is watching this, and if you're going to advise to your friends, is that at this stage, err on the side of applying to colleges rather than leaving colleges. Okay, it will probably cost you 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 rupees. It's worth, again, than putting one more year of effort. You can decide in April or May whether you want to take up that college or not, but at least you should have that particular choice. Okay, I wish you all the best for your XAT examinations. I'll repeat again, please do send in the details as we had mentioned in the format so that we can give you advice. Please do share this with your friends, subscribe to this channel, comment on this video if you want anything else. And remember, tomorrow we have a special session on XAT analysis with Shashank. He's going to be straight out after the XAT examination, so you will get first-hand analysis of what Shashank did. Shashank scored a 99.9 something percentile. He's still not very happy with his English score, but he scored almost 100 percentile in both maths and the LR section as such. If you want to wish him, please do wish him. I hope I hope you do your XAT well tomorrow. All the best and goodbye.